Hey guys, it's Mojo at Mojo Returns. I just wanted to do a quick update video regarding Sam's Tripoli's channel ban and the whole tinfoil hat cast or tinfoil hat podcast being banned from YouTube. So the whole entire channel and that wonderful series just gone like that. And so Sam has come out and he's done a new update to the Tinfoil Hat podcast. You can check that out on SoundCloud here. And it's episode 252. And in here he kind of discusses what Eddie Bravo announced back on the 21st, yesterday at 9:33 p.m. He basically came out and said that they had hit a strike against him for selling prescription drugs without a prescription. So, okay. But as you can see on the website, someone posted in a reply that they have on their own website that it's not a prescription. It doesn't require a prescription. And if you do, then boom, Blue Chew is not a pharmacy. Actually, I should have read this a little bit more myself. I thought it was saying that they don't do it, but I guess they also do prescriptions. So, this may be interesting here. So I thought this was saying something else, but maybe Blue Chew. I've never actually checked it out. There may be something here. Let's see what's going on with the Blue Chew. So let's go to Blue Chew's official site here. Made in the USA for American boners. And affordable prescription active ingredients. Blue Chew offers convenient for prescription active ingredients available online and shipped discreetly to your door. Okay, so it is a prescription. Cannot prescribe it for you. So he's not really selling it, but he is advertising the service. Now, I don't know how this is different than advertising any other service. It's saying the way they handle it appears to be via a prescription. So that's not something that he could sell, right? It doesn't, even so, it still doesn't make sense. It does appear, though, that there may be a little bit of a foot to stand on from YouTube's perspective because it does require a prescription. So this isn't some OTC thing, and maybe he just needs to add that moving forward to his advertisement in the beginning of his shows. Let me just double check this real quick. Each patient is reviewed before licensed. Okay, same active ingredients, no pills, and lower price. No waiting room, no appointments required, no judgment prescriptions. So it looks to me like it does require a prescription. Maybe they have their own medical staff that does the assessment and can write you the prescription. So that's a little different. So it does require a prescription. But even so, like I said, based on the terms, based on the terms here, it's not Sam that's selling the prescription. He's just sitting there saying, hey, here's a service. If you need an American boner, check out Blue Chew. It can save you some money. And good. Dang it. What's wrong with saving money on your boner pills? I don't see any issue. If you need your boner pills, they cost money. Save some money. Get you an affordable boner. Get you an affordable American boner. And I'm not sponsored by Blue Chew, but I would be saying this if I were. But seriously, he's not he's not saying it. He's just doing an advertisement for a service that can save you money on a prescription. So he's not selling prescriptions without a prescription. And the service that offers this is also saying that you require a prescription and just provides a convenient service. It's a one-stop shop, So, hey, convenient American boners at a reduced price. What's wrong with that? I don't know. But that appears to be what he's been hit on. And maybe there needs to be more research into Blue Chew, but I don't believe that it's enough that he should get the strike. He should have gotten some warning about that. Other than that particular branding or that particular service being in his podcast, like he pointed out yesterday, all his stuff's been green for the most part. And, he's been rocking and rolling and hasn't received any notices. He did mention something in his new podcast about some notice. I forget what it was about. But there is something there, at least to the fact that it does require a prescription. So there may just be a misunderstanding there that, if he has one of his copyright teams or social media legal teams engage, I don't know if he's got somebody that can do that, or if the community has anybody that can offer those services to him that might be able to help, that also has contacts within the YouTube creator community. That would be cool. I know for some of the well-to-do tech reviewers that they get an actual YouTube, I forget what it's called, but they get like a designated YouTube employee to work with, a YouTube liaison that is a YouTube employee that can work with the creator and kind of liaison between YouTube corporate and the creator themselves. And if you're at a certain level, and these cats are pushing, some big numbers, they're I don't even know. Like I like that dude Marcus. He's got really slick videos. I like the dude Lou, but I know Marcus, like, cause he just posted it on Twitter the other day, was like hitting 10 million freaking subscribers. Do it, dog. Rock on, brother. And some of the other cats, I like Wendell of Level 1 Techs. He's not hitting that high, but he's just a good old nerd, and I like a good old nerd. Not that Marcus isn't. He's a good old nerd too, but that's why I'm following both of them on Twitter. But that Joker Marcus is pushing some subscribers, boy. But these cats, my point being is these cats get a liaison. And I think, maybe if we can help to get him reinstated, and if he does get reinstated, then hopefully he can reach out and get one of those people that can help, with this process so it doesn't happen again. I don't know how much he wants to work with that, but, he's outside of this particular sponsor, his stuff's been good. So I do think they aren't that big on the content, and one of the reasons that made it an easy strike. But this post came across his Twitter feed, where basically this guy, Mr. Pescator, put up a thread regarding some of the other creators or other comedians maybe getting terminated. So here's another one, Godfrey We Trust. There's maybe Gilbert Godfrey, I'm not sure. But basically they are targeting some other comedians, it looks like, who are promoting this service. So I don't know how many other people are promoting this service, but it looks like another channel also has been struck. I don't know his content, so I don't know if it was of a similar nature or if it really is just a sponsor. So if anybody's got any information on that, that would be cool. But yeah, so it looks like, they are targeting, or they are using this particular service as a reason to um, de-platform certain creators and certain comedians. Um, so that's a little interesting. I don't know. Again, don't know enough about Blue Chew. So I think there may be something there, that there may be more to that story. I don't know. So that's something that's interested. But you know, he didn't put much out on it in social media, but he did cover it in this podcast. So you can get the audio only podcast on SoundCloud. I suggest you listen to it. It's a good little podcast, and I missed the video, and he still hasn't put anything out on his web page, which would be nice. It'd be nice to get some of the videos going up there. But whatever. So I went hunting, checked out Vimeo again, still nothing on Vimeo. And then I went to BitChute because I saw people promoting BitChute, and I found some old wonderful videos, which I like because I like going back and watching these cats. So if you need your video fix, audio ain't enough for you, and you're okay with it being a little behind. It's, about, what's that, 8 episodes behind. He's on 252, was that right? Yeah. So there you go. You can get your fix, and that's cool. So I'm thankful I found that. If anybody else hasn't found that yet, you can go there and check it out and get some really cool video fixes. Not the most current stuff, but this cat has so many videos, I haven't been able to go through them all myself. So, I can get my fix on some of this stuff, and feeling good about that. So it's on BitChute. There's the URL if you need it. And I'll post that in my description. And then we'll just wait to hear what happens with Sam on what platform he's going to choose. I don't know where he's going to publish his announcement. It seems like he's keeping most of the stuff within the breadth of the podcast, which I think is a good idea. So just probably stay tuned for the announcements of when the podcasts come out. And for the rest, please keep sending your video, or keep sending your social media contents, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whatever, to YouTube, to let them know, hey man, let's get this guy back on the air. There's no reason to deplatform him. I don't like the precedence that it sets for you to just have your whole channel removed without any real warning, or any real chance to respond. I do know that there have been times where other creators in different spaces, again, like in this case in particular, what I'm thinking about is within the tech space, these creators would get something and they would get a notification that, hey, you needed to redo your videos. And they'd have maybe had a sponsor in there that was inappropriate for one reason or another, or there was something YouTube didn't like about it. And they would have to go back and re-edit and re-upload those videos and stuff like that. And they did, and they lost some of the metrics associated with those videos, some of the history associated with those videos. But they did it, they got it done, and boom, next thing you know, they just kept rocking and rolling, and that was that. So yeah, as you can see, I got my tinfoil hat shirt on in support of Sam and XG and all the people over there that make the show. Glad to find that there is a place we can go and get at least post video, and maybe once he figures out what his platform is, we'll start being able to get that fresh, juicy goodness that I like. Definitely like to see the video with the audio. But hey, we got options, huh? We got options. And that's a good thing. So I'll keep you posted as I learn more about what's going on. Again, I recommend to take the time to send a tweet, Facebook post, or poke, whatever it is. I don't do Facebook, at least not yet. May get on there as things progress. I'm also thinking about starting a little account here on the BitChute thing. I don't know how active I'll be on there, but it is. I think it is important to start building that choice. Especially as it comes to platforms, I think it's very important. This one, again, I haven't checked it out. I don't know what its monetization is, if any, other than maybe some Chuck E. Cheese tokens. There was some push from the tech community to do a thing called library. And it seemed promising, except when I started looking into it, one, it was still a beta, but there really wasn't a monetization way that I saw. And I reached out to them, and they really couldn't tell me, other than it was in beta right now, and you could do some crypto mining, that would build to where you had to use your own credits to pay to publish your video. And that was the thing that I didn't like, as a creator. I didn't mind that my computer was being used to help mine the blockchain. That was what I thought my buy-in was with the library, and I'll have to read more on BitChute. But then they had a system where, as I used their service more, I don't know if I didn't understand that, as I watched more videos or published more videos, they weren't really clear on that. And the other thing that they had is they had a way you could just buy the tokens as a creator to be able to publish more. So I've got some credits on here. I don't even know what my account is anymore. But I might check it out and at least start publishing some stuff there too. And that's something that Sam can check out as well if they're interested. It sounds a lot like BitChute, in that it's a let me go ahead and slide those two together. That it's a crypto kind of peer-to-peer platform. So my guess is it's going to be similar to Library, where you would host your video content locally, and then that would get pushed out as users viewed your videos. It might download it locally to the system, or at least that's how Library worked. I haven't had a chance to play with BitChute yet. I just found this earlier as I was looking for where I might be able to locate Sam's videos. I like the audio, but like I said, I'm a visual guy, and I need to have that visual stimulus as I'm doing stuff. And the audio is nice, but definitely enjoy the video podcast much more. That definitely holds my attention. But I'm loyal to the foil till there is no more foil, and then we have to go dig it out the trash and recycle it into new foil. Because I don't know why they don't recycle aluminum foil more. Just melt it right back down. I saw a video on YouTube about melting down tin cans and turning them into aluminum bars. So, hey. So I'm glad that the videos are there, and we'll see how this progresses. Listen to Sam's podcast. As he said, he says it in his podcast. He's trying to keep a level head about it. He's sounded pretty good on his podcast. But, he's still got to figure out a new platform. At least right now we can, pump up his SoundCloud while he figures out the platform, and we can pump up his BitChute. I'm going to set up an account and subscribe and stuff and see who else is on here that may have already done some stuff. This may be a site right now that they're just experimenting with, where they're still releasing more of their videos. And when I say them, I'm referring to just content creators in general, but where they may be releasing more of their content still on YouTube, and then like you're seeing here, there's a delayed publication, but it does get on here. I don't know. They may have real-time pushes where it all goes here at once. That would be super cool. But yeah, so something else to check out, and I think it is, I've seen this with the tech folk multiple times with tech channels, and like I said, even the tech community had done a YouTube video on leaving the mass exodus to go to library, but like I said, it was still in beta. Here we go. So this was this was just 5 months ago, and this is
Let's talk about the dark side of YouTube.
Put that down so I don't get copyright struck. No, do not strike me. But basically same thing. So you can see here some famous creators that I don't know. I saw one that did, this dude Boogie. He's one of the tech guys or game guys. I'm not sure. I've seen some of his videos. I think that's Tim Dillon. He's a political guy. I see him on my Twitter feed a lot. So he's a large creator. There's a dude, he's a large creator. I don't know what the best way to describe his show is, but it's more interview based, I guess. Interviews, he or something like that, H3, something like that. But he's one there. So, this stuff with the banning has been going on for a bit. Yeah, so there's like a whole slew of creators. A lot of them I'm not familiar with. But regardless, this was just posted 5 months ago. And in this, they're basically talking about the same thing, not necessarily deplatform, but definitely demonetization and just kind of a aggressive, if not abusive, push on creators and demonetization within their platform. So this was something that they pushed. I don't know if it's still in beta. And I don't know the status on it. If you guys are interested, I can do a little bit more research into where it is now. And see, like I said, they gave me a bunch of credits. I talked shit to the CEO. I was like, how dare you, sir? Where is my way to make money? What do you think? I'm doing this for funsies? I'm trying to escape, boy. What you talking about? How do I get the paper to escape, brother? So I don't know. It doesn't say beta anymore, so I'll take a look at that and see where they're at. And I'll maybe put another update in my next episode of Sam Tripoli's channel didn't kill itself. So I think that's going to be my title. That's going to be this. This is going to be Sam Tripoli's channel didn't kill itself, episode 1. So in episode 2, we'll see what are some good options that Sam can explore if he hasn't figured one out by then. But anyway, so we know we got BitChute. There's some options out there. SoundCloud, BitChute, and we'll have to figure out what's going on with Blue Chew. Again, pum 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 pum. Doesn't matter. He's not selling prescription drugs without a prescription. And there may be some real legal precedent there, about the advertisers. There may be something there, right? It may be a legal basis in terms of why it's acceptable to copyright strike or to minimize. But to me, it's not an acceptable enough for them to just do a blanket ban on the channel. And, there has to be some notification. And, YouTube hasn't made any statements on this. And, they're at least none that I've seen so far yet. And if anybody knows anything on that, please feel free to leave a comment. Let me know. But I haven't seen anything regarding the Blue Chew from YouTube yet. YouTube's Blue Chew update on why they're targeting Blue Chew specifically, and there may be some real legal precedent about stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know how it's any different than buying airtime on any other show. Like all these big pharmas do. With all the news shows, I don't see why that would be any different. It's just advertising the service. Obviously, if there is a problem with the service per se, then that is an issue with the service, right? If they're doing something shady, then that's something that should be being dealt with by the authorities, not YouTube. If they know something, they should be like, hey, check it out. Not, well, we're going to remove your channel. And that just bothers me, especially when you see how this is these practices are impacting a lot more than just our particular community. They're impacting the creator community writ large, and these people are working hard, and it is these people that and people like myself as well. I'm working to make myself part of the creator community as well, and I think that's important. It takes a lot of effort to do this stuff. You got to learn all these setups. You got to buy all this gear. As you grow, you're going to need resources to help you continue to grow. At some point, all of these guys go from, doing it in the home to actually getting a real studio and getting professional gear and professional crews. And continuing to do a really good show like Sam does. Sam, he has a sound guy, he has a producer, XG is the producer. They just built a new studio, which is a natural progression, and you see it with the tech creators as well as other creators in the cooking and the makeup and all those spaces. When you have a successful channel, it's a natural progression. And these things cost money. This isn't just magic where it just happens. And if it is, could somebody teach me that magic? Because I would just like to make it happen. Quit holding out, damn it. So I think that sucks. I thought that's interesting. I just kind of stumbled across that with you as well about the Blue Chew here. I thought this was saying that it's not a pharmacy, and so I thought this was actually saying that it's not a prescription, but it turns out that they do work with pharmacists. So, but it does require a prescription as stated on their website. This ain't this is a prescription. So whatever you call it, it still requires a prescription. So it's not like a OTC version of a former prescription or of an active prescription, but one of those over-the-counter, now available over-the-counter deals. It's not one of those. It's actually, you still got to get a prescription, and they do say it in their own thing that they're not a pharmacy. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a real thing there. I don't think YouTube would have moved so drastically if they didn't have some kind of secure legal footing to do so. But I do think that the degree of the move was a little bit egregious, and it's gotten to the point that it's so egregious that their entire community base is complaining. And I think that's something that YouTube really should take a look at, because if it wasn't for the creators, these jokers, what did they used to do? Cat videos and who knows what else. Who knows what else in the early dark days of the tube. But, as more and more people came on, more and more people became familiar with YouTube, and more people began creating quality content, it allowed Google to use it as a real revenue growth engine that, helped to instill a creative spirit into the current culture, and also provide a way for creators and to bring their services to market without having these barriers of entry that some of these old systems had. And that's what made YouTube such a wonderful place, and what made its adoption so rapid and so expansive is that they provided a way to monetize your product, whether it be an actual product or some type of service, such as you bring in your favorite cats to video, you reviewing your favorite cats, what have you, but now they're starting to create these old hat barriers to entry that is exactly what caused people to migrate from those services. And as you can see, even within their own community, within their staples, some of their staple individuals, who have had good, honest careers and have brought real good quality content and subscriber counts and views to YouTube, are now themselves, sitting there saying, okay, well, we really do need some alternative. And I sent a post to the YouTube creator community and just reminded them that let them eat cake philosophy, really, as history has proven, will result in the people raising up and, taking action. Now, I'm not trying to say that, this should be some thinly veiled threat to go beat up YouTube or any of that stuff like that one girl did. That was tragic. And, there was no accounting for, some people's behavior. Sometimes there's more to the story as to why someone would go to that links. I'm not saying conspiracy. I'm just saying, sometimes there's no accounting for crazy. You know what I mean? And, I'm sorry that lady felt she had to take it to that place. But that is not something that they shouldn't expect when you start messing with people's revenue, when you start messing with people's income. That can make anybody, go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And, now when I make that statement in terms of take a look at history, what I'm referring to in particular is, figuratively, where by creating this kind of condition where the creators are feeling abused, quite frankly, and no longer feeling appreciated, and feeling devalued, then if they are able to amass a platform, which really isn't that difficult, they are existing. It just requires more buy-in and more participation in order to get these platforms off the ground. But at the end of the day, the creators themselves still need to be financially secure. And so long as they're not holistically deplatformed like Sam was, then, they still are financially secure on YouTube as much as they do want to leave. I mean, these creators in this video, these jokers are still on YouTube, or at least, they were when this video first came out. And they're still publishing because they're still getting that revenue. And, that's why they're here. I'm surprised, folks. They're here to make money. Holy smokes. The calamity of it all, But no, I mean, they're working hard and they deserve to get paid. And, they're doing this because, one, it's a passion for them. And two, it's an income for them. And so when YouTube starts playing with that money, eventually, man, they do this enough that it becomes a way of being. It becomes easy for them to do this, and they just start, slamming everybody's hand with the hammer, then, people are going to leave, and they'll, rather than taking that hit, they'll take that risk, because they're just getting tired of it. And so in that case, man, then, YouTube loses its head. If a lot of talent just leaves YouTube because they're just like fed up, and they're willing to take less right now, to build something, to build an alternative, then, YouTube loses its head, in that regard, and, I'm sure, it's going to be like you see in typical corporate America. And this is what I'm cautioning YouTube about. They need to make sure they don't have these Walmart manager people, because this is exactly what happens. These Walmart manager people come in, they try to devalue the folk as a way to back up their cost saving initiative. Say, look, I put them underfoot. They'll do what I say, and I'll save you some money. That never happens. And corporations, when you bring those people in, what happens is the real talented people leave. They think that they got backups. They think anybody can do the job. They find out they can't. Then they get moved to another department. They play quiet, while they get moved, while they try to rebuild their brand in another department until they figure out they can't do it there, or they get moved somewhere else to another crappy gig, and then they finally leave. But, these guys do it all the time, and these companies do it all the time, to where, you should know how this works, man. It's not a surprise, and they keep pushing at the people who are doing this stuff. They may think they got their little clones ready to go, right? And that's usually how these managers and corporations see it too. And at the end of the day, YouTube's a corporation. But they say, oh, well, we got our replacement. Oh, yeah, no, that creator wasn't nothing. You should see our creator over here. He's really, really got it. But the reality is that dude's just literally a clone of the guy they're trying to replace, and had no real talent. He was just mimicking the other individual stuff while they were there. Now that they're gone, crickets. And that's what he'll do. He'll do that one routine that he learned from the real talent, until, the higher ups are like, well, damn, this joker ain't got nothing. But they already knew that. They just didn't want to admit they were wrong, just like that joker didn't want to admit he was wrong. So they're like, well, fuck it, we'll get that monkey to dance. And, neither way, it's his fault, and we'll get rid of him. We'll try him out some other places, see if he can do something for real. And if not, we'll keep pushing him down till he's out of there. And that's how they do it, but that's how those Walmart managers roll. They go in there like the gypsy cops. They're the gypsy managers. That's who the heck they are. And, and that's what I'm saying. These cats need to really be careful with that, because it's not going to take long. I mean, there are legitimate platforms, and there's enough creators out there right now that they're really starting to get fed up with this. And, Sam himself is investigating into other platforms, and he's out there in the community, and he might spring out something that we don't even know about. And I'm hoping he does. That would be fantastic. We could all go back to MySpace if they got the money. What you got, MySpace? Show me the money on it. But even so, if BitChute turns out to be it, that's cool. And it's cool that you can go check out the content there. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated as I find out more, and, eventually, hopefully this thing will come to closure. And hopefully Sam will be reinstated on YouTube. But if not, hopefully it creates enough push, that even though the tech people have tried 5 months ago, or some of the tech people, or maybe that's not even a fair assessment, maybe just some of the creators would be a better way to say it, because I'm not sure what all these channels are here in this particular video, but I know that they were high subscriber content creators. So, if these cats are sitting there making this video and trying to push this platform, this particular one that they were referencing was Library again. Not familiar with where they are now. At the time, like I said, when I reviewed it, there wasn't a way to monetize, and there wasn't a way to monetize your videos. And you had to crunch their coins or buy them to upload yours. So I didn't like it myself, and I thought that wasn't a good solution, and I wasn't sure why I guess, when they published this video, they didn't have to deal with that. That's the only thing that I figure. But as your, off the street creator, there was nothing there. Yeah, I didn't get it. I didn't get the premise, and so we'll see what like I said, I sent an email or not an email, I think it was Twitter, to the guy there, and like I said, I mean, it was some Chuck E. Cheese nonsense. I ain't trying to put my work into the company store, where and you can get our company store credit. Nah, man. I want my American-made dollar, really. So I ain't down with that Chuck E. Cheese stuff, but I'll have to see what's going on with BitChute. And like I said, maybe Library's changed their monetization since then, so it may be something worth checking out now. I don't know. And like I said, if you guys have any platforms or sites that you think might be good or something that may be worth an investment, please feel free to leave it in the comments. Send it to my Twitter. DM it to me. My DMs are open if you want to shoot me a DM. But yeah, I'm interested. I think it would be good for the community as a whole to start looking for ways to make this leap, especially with YouTube, going the route it's going. I don't know if they are the platform for creators anymore. To me, it looks like they're going a little more corporatist, and they're no longer trying to suit the needs of both parties. They really are, hey, it's our platform, and if we don't like you, we won't even give you a heads up. We'll just take you out, and that isn't how to manage anything. That's just abuse any way you slice it. So, you don't want to stick with your abuser for long. I don't care. I don't care if they put you up in a flat and be your sugar daddy, after they beat you. I ain't no trick bitch, man. I ain't trying to live that gold digger lifestyle, and that's kind of what that is. Well, okay, daddy, you can hit me, but you better have my fucking paycheck, daddy. Nah, I ain't trying to do that, man. And I don't know anybody in their right mind that would. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. So, what they're thinking is they don't have a place to go right now. And that's exactly what it is, right? I mean, that's really, okay, daddy, but you better have my paycheck. But, where are they going to go next? So, yeah, it's a tough call. You got to work with what you got, and I understand that. But let's keep working on options, man. We need options. I'm going to check out, like I said, I don't know about this one, but BitChute, people are talking about that. It does look like it's a crypto thing. I don't know if there's any real monetization there yet or not as a creator option. I'll do some digging in that. Like I said, I'll have an update on that. But at the end of the day, go get our tinfoil hat fix. So, loyal to the foil. Appreciate all the work you do out there, Sam, and I appreciate all you guys in the community that watch my videos and like and subscribe, and thanks for all you guys. I mean, I'll keep doing what I do, and just keep watching, like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Mojo Returns, and I'll have my Sam Tripoli Didn't Kill Himself update 2, episode 2 out as soon as I know a little bit more information on what's going on with YouTube, Blue Chew, Sam and his platform, and any potential options we got out there. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope everybody stays safe out there over the weekend, and enjoy yourselves and have a great time, and see you guys soon.